Hello, welcome. Welcome to our virtual tasting. Today we are tasting Marquette. This is our 2021 Marquette. I'm hopeful that a couple of people will join us while we're tasting our Marquette. This is a dry red, an Iowa grown grape. Um, let's see, Marquette, here it is. If you've bought it from Soldier Creek Winery before, this is what it looks like. It's got this nice, beautiful lavender colored icon. Our logo is lavender colored. We have made a Marquette almost as many years as we've been open. We do grow it on our own estate vineyard, but not every year we have been able to produce Marquette. So whenever we can, we are very excited about it. This particular vintage, 2021, is one of the best ever, if not the best ever. So all right, let's jump right in. Again, grab your bottle of Marquette and let's crack her open. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a nice little crack there. Everything we have is in screw caps. We've talked about that before, I believe, but we chose to use screw caps for all of our wines just to help the longevity of the wine, help it age. You don't have to worry about how you're storing it. You can store it upright. You can store it on its side. It doesn't really matter. No oxygen is going to get in there. So that's great. Here is our dry red Marquette. All right. First thing to notice, this is a beautiful dark red color. It's a little bit on the, I don't know, I guess I would call it ruby red. It's not brown, it's not pink. It's like right in the middle, which is perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for this Marquette. Oh my gosh. I haven't opened this one in a while. It's been fun. Okay, so I first want to mention that Marquette makes a lot of different styles of wine. It is a red grape. We have just over an acre on our vineyard. We also purchased Marquette fruit from the Cooper Vineyard over by Clare, Iowa, on Deer Creek. We also, some of the Marquette in this wine is also from Red Barn Vineyards in Story City, Iowa. So we have 3 vineyards contributing to this Marquette. We do make it in a dry wine style, so that means we process the grapes, take them off the stems, crush the skins a little bit, and then put it in a big fermenting bin. And we'll add yeast. And I split this up into 2 different batches, so we have 2 different types of yeast that we're adding to this, just to get more interesting aromas. And then after fermentation is finished, we will start a bacterial secondary fermentation, and that really softens the acid, makes it really nice and smooth, adds a little bit of a buttery characteristic, and then we will age it in oak. And no joke, we age it right in these barrels right here. Our Marquette last year was aged in 4 of our barrels, and it was in there for a couple of months. The barrels that we had last year were just starting to lose a lot of their oaky aroma, so we let the Marquette sit in there for a while until it had soaked up enough aroma. All right, so let's do our sampling. Okay, you can definitely smell the oak here. The oak in this case is a little bit of a little vanilla, but not a whole lot. Some caramel, kind of a popcorny smell, which is kind of like a toasty, yummy smell. Okay, but there's also a lot of fruit in this. This is a very beautiful smelling dry style wine. You can tell that there's some really fresh, like red fruits in there. There's a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of a rose even. There's some floral notes. Mm. Mm. This is so smooth. As I mentioned, this is absolutely one of our best Marquettes and dry red wines that we've ever been able to produce. 2021 in general is one of the best vintages for Iowa, at least up in Northwest Iowa, where most of our fruit is produced. We had perfect ripening in 2021, perfect weather, all summer and all harvest season. So we got really lucky with clean fruit, great maturity of our fruit, and you can really tell in our finished wines that they were so happy and so easy. So this is a very smooth wine. We tend to have more cold climate styles here in northern Iowa, but this I think this could absolutely match with more of a southern climate, something a little bit more hot and dry, low acid. Something else that's really great about our red wines and especially our Marquette, they tend to have lower tannin than a lot of the reds that you might find around the world. So what that means is that they don't have, they're not going to bind up all of the saliva in your mouth and make your mouth feel sticky, like what am I chewing on? Which is sometimes really great. Don't get me wrong. I sometimes will love to have a really gritty, chewy wine. But what makes this nice that this is a low amount of tannin is that it's perfect for pairing with pretty much any meal. It won't overpower the meal. You can have a sip and then have a sample of food right next to each other, and they will not overpower each other. It'll just complement each other. So that's really nice. Oh, I'm starting to get some more aged fruits coming out. A little raisiny, a little figgy. This is a very dry wine. Not very dry to the point of, as I mentioned, like really tannic, but it is perfectly well balanced. It's just a really nice dry wine. If you're looking for a dry red, if you if you're not super familiar with Iowa wine styles or with cold climate grape varieties, this particular variety, I would say, is very similar to a Pinot Noir style. So if you like Pinot Noirs and you know you like Pinot Noirs and you want to try something Iowa, go for a Marquette. Definitely try a Marquette. Um, it would match perfectly. Mm. The butter in there, the acid is really soft and smooth and just I cannot get over this. this is this is very delicious. I might have another whole glass. uh, um, let's see. What would you want to pair this with? Well, literally anything. What was that? Oh, Megan is saying steak de Burgo in the background there. So kind of a mushroomy steak kind of meal. Absolutely. Oh yeah, this would go really really well with that. Um, I've been on like this Gruyere kick recently. I think this would be really yummy with my husband made chicken Gruyere recently. And I know like people generally say like white wines go with white meat and red wines go with red meat, but I think that this would pair really really well with a grilled chicken with the Gruyere sauce on top. Definitely asparagus. It's an asparagus seasoned wine. This is absolutely going to go perfect with that. So let's see here. Marquette, we have here at the winery. This is $20 a bottle. We actually are very limited in quantity. We only have about 30 cases of this, I believe. So if this is something that you like, definitely buy it up now. We will have more coming, but our current vintage of Marquette from 2022 is still being aged in barrels. We don't have a bottling date for that yet, so we'll see. When it's ready, it's ready. So if you like Marquette, definitely buy that up. Let's see what else. Um, we have some opportunities where you could come out and sample this Marquette. You can come out during any of our open hours during the week. We're open weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can come do a flight or a tasting. You can choose 5 wines, so you can try our Marquette. You can try our La Crescent, which we just did a virtual tasting of that last week. So if you missed that, go check out our YouTube page. You can see our virtual tasting from La Crescent over there. Um, and we also have live music every Friday. So if you like to just come and have a glass of wine and listen to free music, come on a Friday, 6 to 8 every Friday. We have music. If the weather's nice and low wind, we will definitely be outside. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to spend the rest of the summer outside. Yesterday was the first day where I was just thinking, oh, let's put this garage door up, spend the whole rest of the day outside. That'll be great. This Friday specifically, we have Rod Johnson coming up. So please come listen to Rod. He's a fantastic local musician. We love having him here. Another fun opportunity for you to come enjoy Marquette is on June 17th. It's a Saturday, about a month from now. We have our annual Weinwandertag. So that is German for Wine Hike Day. So we will be sampling all of our new products, pairing them with foods, and having a little hike through the vineyard because that's what Wine Hike Day is. So if you haven't been to that before, please come. It's a blast. It's a beautiful day just to be outside and enjoy wine and nature and see our vineyard. Um, what else? Thank you all for tasting this wine with me. And please, if you haven't tasted it yet, please do. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Again, I'm Anne. I'm the winemaker here at Soldier Creek Winery. And hopefully, I will see you next time for our live virtual tasting where we will be tasting St. Pippin.